It's a hard topic to reflect on, but it's about what happens when our relationships fail. When I broke up with my son's biological father, he was some months old. He wasn't involved, his family was involved, but he chose for his own personal reasons not to be a part of my son's life. So I moved on and I just never brought his name up. Oh, it was so stupid. In my case, my mom had told me my dad was dead. I hadn't seen him that I could recall. And that when she told me he had passed away, she didn't tell me how. Like I said, could have been a gunfight, Korean War, fell off a cliff. I don't know what happened to the man. But she just said, he's dead, he died. And that meant we're not talking about it. So I didn't. I never felt nothing for him. I never longed for him. I didn't even know what he looked like. And one day he showed up. I was about 12, I guess. I was in the 6th grade. I can remember that. And I was stunned because I felt no emotions. By lying to me, my mother had basically closed the door to me ever having a relationship with my dad, because you don't long for something that's dead. As much as that pained me, I basically did the same thing when I found myself in a bad breakup. I didn't tell my son his dad was dead. I simply buried him under the deep blue sea and we never talked about it. Fast forward, I get married. I get an opportunity to get my son adopted by my husband. We wait the year period. We go through all this churn. Long story short, Eric gets adopted by default. Unbeknownst to me, my family and his parental side of the family had been yakking all along about Jesse wasn't his real daddy, blah, blah, blah. But my son never told me. But it was eating him alive. Ladies, guys, stop with that. And tell your kids the truth. Because when they find out, you got two options. And some of us are real stupid. We continue to lie. You will lose all trust in your children's ability to believe anything you say or respect you if you hold this truth from them. I was double guilty because I let him still visit his family and I didn't tell him nothing, so they told their version of what happened. It took years to right the wrong that I did because I was so busy worried about my own reputation. When I look back, it wasn't just that his father didn't want to be in his life. It was also the fact that I was ashamed that I had allowed myself to be in a relationship with no knowledge of how to protect myself. And then when I got caught, I didn't get any real support from him. So I just pretend that didn't happen. But you can bury whatever you want. I'm here to tell you, what you buried alive does not die. It stays alive. And it will come back and bite you in the ass. Oh baby, do you hear me? It will come back and bite you in the ass. It's time to have some conversations. It's time for us to just beg forgiveness, be honest, and atone for what we did or did not do that was so vital. My son said later, I needed to know why I behaved a certain way. When I'd go to the doctor, I didn't know what to say because I didn't know my family's background on my paternal side. It's not just our own image that we're trying to protect here. We have an obligation to be honest. So I was. When he asked, he said, Mom, whatever you say, I will believe you. This ain't the time to keep on playing games and protect yourself. I owned up, and it cost me a lot to own up, but it would have cost me my son's love and respect had I not come clean. My only regret is that I was honest when I was confronted with the truth, that I did not start that conversation with my son before, because he knew for much longer than I realized, and so do your kids, because can't nobody keep a secret. Please take the time and strengthen your child's relationship with honor and integrity. They'll thank you later.